On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Ethanol.
A colorless, flammable alcohol that is produced by the fermentation of sugars and is commonly used as a fuel, solvent, and in the manufacture of alcoholic beverages.
Examples:
Ethanol plant. Ethanol production. The production of ethanol can have environmental benefits if produced from renewable sources.
Backyard.
A whole space behind and belonging to a house.
Examples:
Play in the backyard. Backyard barbecue. He grows vegetables in his backyard.
Hydrogen.
The chemical element that is the lightest gas, is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and combines with oxygen to form water.
Examples:
Hydrogen gas. Heavy hydrogen. The hydrogen and the oxygen react and then form water.
Unfortunate.
Having bad luck or fortune, unlucky.
Examples:
An unfortunate orphan. An unfortunate situation. The unfortunate accident caused many injuries and some fatalities.
Electron.
A tiny particle with a negative electrical charge.
Examples:
Flow of electrons. Beam of electrons. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Wander.
To walk around slowly or to a place, often without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Wander alone in a strange country. Wander far from home. I often wander around the park for half an hour. Convert. To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Convenient.
Useful, helpful, or quick to do.
Examples:
convenient way. Convenient location. The airport offers 5 convenient access routes.
Affordable.
Not expensive and able to pay.
Examples:
affordable housing. Affordable solution. The automaker has been providing affordable car financing options since last year.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
a mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Sedan.
A car with 4 doors and a closed roof, designed to seat a small number of passengers in comfort. A type of automobile that is larger and more luxurious than a compact or subcompact car.
Examples:
sedan car. A black sedan. I prefer driving a sedan over a larger SUV because it's easier to park.
Finance.
The management of money, credit, banking, and investments, especially by a government or commercial organization, the branch of economics that studies the management of money and other assets.
Examples:
Finance Act. Manage my finances. Our company decided to hire an advisor who specializes in finance.
Bound.
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples:
Bounded with delight. Bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Economics.
The branch of social science that deals with the production, consumption, and transfer of goods and services.
Examples:
Welfare economics. Economics professor. His class will cover an introduction to agricultural economics.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Battery.
A device that is placed inside a car, gadget, equipment, etc., and that provides electrical power to them.
Examples:
A dry battery. Battery charging. The engine did not start because the battery was flat.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Edict.
An official order or command issued by a ruler or government, a formal or authoritative proclamation.
Examples:
Religious edict. Royal edict. The edict issued by the king had to be obeyed by all his subjects.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Ownership.
The state or fact of possessing, controlling, or having the right to something, the legal and moral right to use or dispose of something as one chooses.
Examples:
Property ownership. Share ownership. The company's ownership has changed hands several times in the past few years.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
Key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Ratio.
The relative size or amount of one thing to another, typically expressed in the form of a fraction or decimal.
Examples:
debt-to-income ratio, ratio of boys to girls. The ratio of water to sugar in the recipe is 1:2.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Infrastructure. The
basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Extension.
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
time extension, telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Limitation.
A rule or act that restricts the scope of something.
Examples:
impose limitation. Limitation of exercise. Disability is a physical limitation to living everyday life.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Element.
A fundamental or essential part of something.
Examples:
new design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Swap.
To give something and receive something in trade.
Examples:
swap seats. Swap columns with rows. Don't swap horses while crossing a stream.
Deplete.
To reduce something, especially supplies of energy, money, etc., by a large amount, to use up resources or materials.
Examples:
deplete customer confidence. Deplete glycogen stores. If we continue to deplete the Earth's natural resources, we will cause severe damage to the environment.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Inconvenient.
Causing trouble or difficulty, not convenient or suitable.
Examples:
Face an inconvenient truth. Inconvenient for shopping. It was inconvenient for her to go out of her way to pick up the package.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Disconnect.
To unfasten or disjoin something, especially to break the connection between a supply of gas, water, or electricity and a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Disconnect a plug. Disconnect the water supply. She finally decided to disconnect herself from the company.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Crude.
Being in an unrefined or natural state. Noun, the unprocessed form of oil.
Examples:
Price of crude oil. Crude manners. His crude jokes made her angry.
Refine.
To make something more pure, polished, cultured, or effective, to improve, perfect, or enhance through a process of purification or development.
Examples:
Refine oil. Refine a language. The company is working to refine its production process to be more efficient.
Delivery.
The act of taking or sending something to a destination, the bringing of a baby during childbirth.
Examples:
An easy delivery. Special delivery. The delivery truck arrived with the packages.
Petrol.
A flammable liquid made from petroleum that is used as a fuel in internal combustion engines, commonly known as gasoline in North America.
Examples:
Petrol station. Petrol engine. I must fill my car with petrol before going on a long road trip.
Gasoline.
A volatile flammable liquid obtained from petroleum, used mainly as a fuel in car engines, etc.
Examples:
lead-free gasoline, small gasoline engine. Luxury cars often require high-octane gasoline as fuel.
Bay.
A part of the coast that is partially enclosed by land, a compartment or section of a ship or building.
Examples:
Bay Area, the mouth of a bay. She walked along the bay and collected shells.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll, rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
the cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Volume.
The amount of space occupied by an object or substance, the magnitude of sound.
Examples:
volume of work. High volume. This container has a volume of 10 cubic meters.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Gallon.
A unit for measuring volume. In the US, it is equal to about 3.79 liters, and in the UK, Canada, and other countries, it is equal to about 4.55 liters.
Examples:
5-gallon square can. 10-gallon hat. The imperial gallon was standardized legally by the British Empire.
Buck.
A male deer, a unit of currency, especially the US dollar, a sudden jolt or movement, a young man, verb, to resist or oppose something, such as an authority, trend, or convention.
Examples:
buck the trend. Extra buck. I spotted a majestic buck with large antlers standing at the forest's edge.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Minus.
Subtracting or taking away, having a value less than zero.
Examples:
Minus sign. Minus temperature. The recipe calls for 4 cups of flour minus 1 tablespoon.
Barrel.
A large round container made of wood, metal, or plastic, with flat ends and, usually, curved sides, one of several units of volume.
Examples:
A barrel of beer. $30 a barrel. One rotten apple spoils the whole barrel.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Density.
The quality of compactness of a substance.
Examples:
Population density. Higher pixel density. Do you know the density of the population in Hong Kong?
Coal.
A combustible black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples:
A coal-fired ship. Construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete, or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Pacific.
Peaceful in character or intent, tending to lessen or avoid conflict, calm or soothing in manner or tone. Noun, as Pacific, the largest and deepest of Earth's oceanic divisions.
Examples:
Pacific nature disposition. The Pacific Ocean. They adopted a pacific approach to resolving their differences, emphasizing dialogue and understanding.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
Fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
Manipulate figures. Vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Prime.
Main or most important, basic, prime number, noun, a natural number greater than one that cannot be formed by multiplying two smaller natural numbers. Example: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13.
Examples:
Prime number. Deputy Prime Minister. After a thorough investigation, she has been named as the prime suspect.
Minister.
A person appointed to or a job of a head of a government department.
Examples:
Minister for Education, Deputy Prime Minister. The minister occasionally preaches at this church.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Discount.
A reduction in the original price of an item, product, or service, a deduction from the usual cost or value of something. Verb, to disregard or minimize the importance of something. To offer a lower price for a product or service than its original price.
Examples:
Discounted draft. Discount store. I got a massive discount on my new laptop during the Black Friday sale.
Mermaid.
A mythical sea creature with the upper body of a human and the tail of a fish.
Examples:
Mermaid costume. Mermaid tale. The movie tells the enchanting tale of a young girl discovering a secret mermaid kingdom beneath the sea.
Emission.
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples:
Global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Sap.
To gradually weaken or drain strength, energy, or resources, to undermine or impair someone's confidence or morale.
Examples:
Sap flow. Sap strength. The disease has sapped all his energy, and he can barely get out of bed.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options. Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Inverse.
Opposite in order, nature, or effect, reversed, reciprocal.
Examples:
Inverse function, inverse matrix. The inverse relationship between price and demand is well known in economics.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Euro.
The official currency of most European Union countries.
Examples:
The value of the euro. Euro crises. Some countries may leave the euro.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Freeway.
A major highway designed for high-speed traffic, with no stoplights or grade crossings, and having interchanges or access roads to other highways.
Examples:
Freeway exit. Expanded freeway. We got stuck in a traffic jam on the freeway for over an hour.
Mayor.
An elected official who presides over a city or town government.
Examples:
A deputy mayor. Mayor's race. The incumbent mayor announced his plans to address the city's homelessness crisis.
Unofficial.
Not authorized or recognized by an authority or organization. Informal, not having an official status or position.
Examples:
Unofficial sources. Unofficial statement. The Election Commission did not yet confirm the unofficial results of the election.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Extend.
To broaden in scope, range, or area.
Examples:
extend the warranty. Extend a line. Her visit will extend from Monday to Friday.
Stare.
To gaze or look fixedly and intently at someone or something, often in a questioning, curious, or suspicious manner. Noun, a fixed, intense, and prolonged gaze or look.
Examples:
stare blankly. Give a menacing stare. He couldn't help but stare at the beautiful sunset over the ocean.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Aggregate.
A collection or sum of different things often used to describe a total or combination of items.
Examples:
data aggregate. An aggregate of people. The aggregate amount of money raised for the charity was over $1 million.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
learning curve. Yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Depletion.
The reduction of something, especially a natural resource, to a critically low level.
Examples:
depletion of bodily fluids. Depletion of ozone. The depletion of natural resources is a major concern for environmentalists.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Stimulus.
Something that causes growth or arouses action.
Examples:
a response to a stimulus. Economic stimulus. This book provides children with ideas and a stimulus for outside recreation.
Packaging.
The process, materials, or container used to wrap or contain a product for distribution, storage, or sale. The design or appearance of a product's packaging.
Examples:
Packaging materials. Biodegradable packaging. The packaging for the fragile items was made of sturdy materials and could withstand rough handling during shipping.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Revive.
To bring back to life, consciousness, or strength, to restore.
Examples:
Revive my energy. Revive an old friendship. They revived the tradition of holding a parade on the main street every year.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples:
At your own pace. The runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Usage.
The way in which a word or phrase is used in a language, the extent in which how much something is used.
Examples:
Monthly usage amount. Linguistic usage. The machine had been damaged by rough usage.
Peak.
The point to which something or someone is at its strongest, best, or most successful, the pointed top of a mountain.
Examples:
At peak hour. The peak current in the circuit. This measurement aims to reduce traffic at peak periods.
Additive.
A substance added to something in small amounts, especially food, to improve or preserve it.
Examples:
Food additive. Deleterious chemical additives. The gasoline additive had leaked from the container.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Oscillate.
To swing or move back and forth like a pendulum or a wave, to fluctuate or alternate between 2 points or states, to hesitate or be indecisive.
Examples:
Oscillate back and forth. Oscillate between joy and anger. The fan in the room oscillates, making the airflow more evenly.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples:
Average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Pessimistic.
Tending to see the worst aspect of things, or expecting the worst possible outcome.
Examples:
Take a pessimistic view of life. Pessimistic for our survival. She was unduly pessimistic about her future.
Optimistic.
Hoping or expecting that good thing will happen or something will be successful.
Examples:
He is optimistic. Optimistic outlook. Most executives were optimistic about future business conditions.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Reduction.
A decrease in size, amount, or degree.
Examples:
Reduction strategy. A gradual reduction. The reduction in carbon emissions has been significant since the implementation of the new policy.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples:
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Emergence.
The process or fact of coming into existence or becoming apparent.
Examples:
Emergence as a national leader. Re-emergence of rampant inflation. The emergence of a new virus can cause concern for public health.
Subsidize.
To pay part of the cost of something to support an organization, activity, etc. financially.
Examples:
Subsidize the project. Subsidize the cost. Governments subsidize renewable energy generation in various ways.
Cell phone.
A portable electronic device used for making and receiving phone calls, sending text messages, and accessing the internet wirelessly.
Examples:
Cell phone signal. Cell phone battery. I left my cell phone at home, and now I feel lost.
Windmill.
A machine that converts wind power into rotational energy, often used for generating electricity.
Examples:
Windmill farm. Windmill blade. The solar windmill was used to generate electricity for the small village.
Solar.
Of, from, or relating to the sun.
Examples:
The solar system. A solar eclipse. Solar panels have greatly improved not only in performance, but also in durability.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Footprint.
A mark of a foot, shoe, or animal's foot left on a surface.
Examples:
Footprints in the snow. The footprints of an earlier civilization. We choose transportation that has a smaller carbon footprint.
Infinity.
The state or quality of having no end or limit, mathematics, a number greater than any natural number.
Examples:
The infinity of the universe. Negative infinity. That investor saw an infinity of possibilities in this company.
Padding.
Soft material used to cover or cushion something, usually added for comfort, protection, or to fill out or shape a surface or object. Extra data added to a message to align it to some boundary or for disguising the true length of the data.
Examples:
Padding material, shoulder padding. The helmet's padding ensures extra protection against impacts.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Legislator.
A member of a group of people who has the power to make or enact laws.
Examples:
A legislator appointed by the party. Incumbent legislator. Corporate executives and legislators are still overwhelmingly men.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Idol.
An image or representation of a god or goddess, or a person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered.
Examples:
Idol worship. Idol singer. He was an idol to his fans, who looked up to him as a role model.
Parliament.
A legislative body, especially the one that represents the people of a country or state.
Examples:
Disband parliament. Event of a hung parliament. He was a member of parliament.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Morality.
Principles of right and evil or good and bad behavior.
Examples:
Business morality. Sense of morality. She found fault with the morality of politicians.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Immoral.
Not conforming to accepted society standards of honesty or morality.
Examples:
Immoral behavior. Politically immoral. It is immoral to cheat on a test.
Slave.
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink. A slave trader. You should work hard but not be a slave to it.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Slavery.
The practice or system of owning, buying, and selling people as property and forcing them to work.
Examples:
Slavery labor. Institution of slavery. The abolition of slavery in the United States was a major achievement in the fight for human rights.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Leadership.
The ability, act, or status of leading a group of people or an organization.
Examples:
Under his leadership. Leadership by politicians. The country's leadership has decided to take large-scale measures against global warming.